Hey guys, welcome to my extremely late review for this month's chapter of Attack on Titan. I know this chapter came out like a week ago, but you know, I had stuff to do. I had Zelda, and I got sick. Then I had Zelda, and then I got caught up in all this nonsense, and then of course I had Zelda. Didn't want to miss out talking about this chapter because it was pretty interesting. Mainly because it starts after a 4-year time skip. That's right, we just got a time skip at the end of last chapter, and now here we have another one. And what's also really interesting about this chapter is that we don't see any of the characters we know. It starts in the middle of a battlefield. We see this soldier named Falco who's waking up after, I guess, being knocked out or whatever. He gets reunited with his troops, and then this is when we learn what the crap's been going on. These guys are with the Marley, and for the past 4 years they've been fighting the Middle Eastern Army, I guess, in some type of civil war. And this army has been developing technology to fight against the Titans. They obviously don't want to lose their precious Titan powers, so because of this they have delayed their attack or suppression against Paradis Island. So this is really interesting. It seems like the stuff with Aaron's basement, you know, that whole battle, was the last time that anyone on Paradis Island, I guess, really interacted with anyone from outside, because they had other things to deal with, so we don't really know what's been going on Paradis Island for 4 years. So this is all really interesting. I don't really have an opinion on where the story's going now because we don't really know what's going to happen. This was sort of just, you know, set up for, I guess, the new arc, you know, some new characters or whatever. One thing I have to say though, I didn't really like how all of this was explained to us. You see, we have Falco waking up and I don't know, I guess he's all dazed and confused, and then they end up explaining everything to him. It's like, listen man, don't you remember we've been at war with these guys for 4 years? It just seemed like a lot of really forced exposition. I think it would have been a lot better if the chapter just started with some text saying like, yo, 4 years have passed, this is all the crap that's been going down. The thing about time passing though is that, well, we know the Titan Shifters only have a certain amount of time left to live. According to Attack on Titan Wiki, Eren only has 4 years left to live. Armin, of course, only has 8 years left to live. And it seems from what they said in this chapter that Reiner and Zeke's time is almost up. We don't know exactly when the two of them became Titan Shifters, but they've actually been training soldiers in order to pick someone to inherit the Armored Titan's powers. And that's what this one girl, Gabby, really wants. She really wants to inherit these powers. She wants to prove herself, so she does this crazy thing. She takes off her clothes, gets a bunch of grenades with her, then she just goes out into the line of fire. They don't shoot at her because they don't know who she is, but then of course she chucks the grenades in front of a train carrying a whole bunch of their artillery, blows it up, and then runs away. That whole thing was ridiculous, and I did not buy it. I'm sorry. But whatever, she did her thing, she proved herself to the military. I'm sure there's a good chance she's going to inherit Reiner's powers. But then we see this dude, Galliard. Galliard is the Jaw Titan. This is a brand new Titan that we have never seen before, and this is actually the final Titan Shifter power that we have yet to see. I really like his design. He's got these crazy jaws going on, he's got a nice looking beard. We don't really get to see him do much because this is when the chapter ends, but it's still pretty exciting to see. And also, I don't know if this was ever confirmed before, but you know that Titan from the last arc who had all the barrels on his back, he was on all fours. His Titan is actually known as Cartman. Yes, Cartman. So yeah, more than anything, this was a really interesting chapter, because I definitely wasn't expecting this. I doubt that anyone was really expecting a chapter like this. Because not only was the 4-year time skip, but we also learned that the Marley is in a war with a completely different group of people. So it's really going to be interesting to see where everyone else is after these 4 years. I mean, they're obviously all going to be adults now. They've probably made some crazy advances in technology. And who knows, maybe Armin and them have found a way to master their Titan powers. Now they can really just go out and wreck shit. So overall, not the best chapter we've ever gotten. I did have a few problems with it, but it has made me very excited to see what is going to happen next. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. You can leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video.